50 randomly selected individuals reported their average monthly energy bills, and the results are given in the following frequency distribution. Complete the table by filling in the midpoint of each class range. Now, midpoints. We have a formula for midpoints. The midpoint of a class is the lower class limit plus the upper class limit divided by 2. But if you think about this in a different way, it's not really a formula that you have to memorize. It's an average. This is the average of your class limits, because when you add two values together and divide by 2, even though you don't have a string of 50 numbers, that's the definition of an average. You add all the numbers you have and you divide by the total number of values. So the midpoint, we're just averaging these numbers. And you can honestly estimate the midpoint because between 220 and 224, the midpoint should be about 222 if it's not exactly 222. It's the middle value of those two numbers. So let's try the formula out here. Let's try 220 plus 224 divided by 2. That gives me 222, just like we had estimated. Now, if I go and get the next one, 225 and 229, it looks to me like it should be about 227, but let's see. 225, oh, be careful there, plus 229 divided by 2, that is 227. And I could get the rest of them this way, that's fine. But if you'll notice, if you take any two lower class limits or any two upper class limits and subtract them, then that would give you the class width of the distribution, which is a constant value. It's always 5. Now, look at my midpoints. If I subtract those two midpoints, well, they're also off by 5. So if I identify what that class width is, I could just get the first midpoint and then just keep adding to 32, not 322. Just keep adding 5 to these numbers, and that would give me the remaining midpoints a little bit faster. Either way is perfectly fine.